Tracy Watson, and my pronouns are she and her. I'm happy to serve as your worship associate today for today's service on gratitude, which is, of course, led by Reverend Chloe. Please take a moment, which I just did, to silence your cell phones. That would have been really embarrassing. And we thank you for your consideration in wearing a mask. We offer many opportunities to be part of our Emerson community, including an environmental justice ministry, classes on meditation and improv. Katie's here, our leader. A monthly book club. Louise, raise your hand. And the Mostly Veggie Lunch Club. And we have many discussion groups. There's a detailed list on the back of your order of service and also in your e-newsletter, if we have your email address. Make sure we do. Most exciting, we are just 2 weeks away from our annual fall fundraiser. Woo! There you go. So save the date, Saturday afternoon, 2 to 5, on December 7th. It's going to be here at Emerson, which will be magically transformed into a party place. Bring your family, bring your friends. You can bring strangers. There will be music and a taco bar and a raffle and a chance to bid on fun events and useful services and specialty items donated by your fellow Emersonians. Now, there will be a testimonial from a satisfied bidder. And that's going to be me. So, I'll change my voice a little bit so you think I'm a different person. The top 10 things I have gotten from the fall fundraiser over the years. 1, I learned to play addictive games like Rummy Cube from Adam and Julie and Onzy from Linda Fitzgerald. 2, on a guided bird watch stroll, I found out Heather is a longtime member of the Audubon Society and can make an amazing number of bird calls. Wave your hand, Heather. That's her. 3, I got to watch Paul, you know who you are, prepare a 4th of July barbecue from his balcony, suspended precariously over a steep hillside with a view of the whole valley for the fireworks. And he lived through it. Good job, Paul. 4, I learned that Ramon is a very strategic and imaginative Dungeons and Dragons player, and that President House is a champ at jigsaw puzzles. 5, I bought a cajon drum made by Adam that is the all-time favorite gift from me to my grandson, and that he still uses in his reggae band. I enjoyed a guided outing to downtown Los Angeles for dim sum and the Japanese American National Museum, led by Lynn. She's right out there, trying not to take credit. 1 year, number 8, I won an iPad at the raffle that I have used for over 15 years for books on tape and Zoom. Number 9, I got to pick and help create a sermon on the topic of my choice. And number 10, and we can blame Reverend Matthew for this, I discovered Hot Ones, Taste and Tell, tested my endurance on hot sauce, rated from mild to insane on the Scoville scale, and I survived. Now, you too can make memories, build community, and help support Emerson. Just join us on December 7th. Worship Associate Tracy in the building. This is our land acknowledgement. As we open our hearts in reflection today, may we lift up the first people of the ancestral and unceded territory of the affiliated tribes of the Tongva, Tataviam, Serrano, Gabrielino, and Chumash that is now occupied by our church. We become allies when we honor their elders and descendants by educating ourselves about the citizens that descend from the original native peoples who were removed from these lands and displaced by policies of settler colonialism. We are committed to lifting up their stories, culture, and land back movements.
Thank you, Tracy. Good morning, everyone. I'm the Reverend Chloë Briedé. It's nice to be with you all this morning. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the minister here at Emerson Unitarian Universalist Church. Our service today is about gratitude. But before we get into that, I want to take a moment to mark the Transgender Day of Remembrance, which happened on Wednesday. A day that highlighted the loss of transgender lives due to bigotry and violence. And I invite you to listen to this prayer by V. Burton. God of creation, God of mystery, God of biology, there is no creation, no life that is not of you. When you whispered our names, it's not the name parents said as a doctor discussed parts. You knew our whole. You called us beloved. May we unite as God's people, no longer hating in your holy name. We are called to love, help, and even heal our neighbors who are working out who they are, our neighbors who are being who they want to be, our neighbors who are living who they have always been. As we pray, loving one, touch us. Open our eyes, open our hearts, open our very souls to see all that is yours. Let us take a moment of silence as we open our worship in honor of the Transgender Day of Remembrance. Thank you. And Tracy is now going to share our chalice sliding words.
We light our chalice in gratitude for the joy we experience when we come together, the challenges we encourage one another to meet, and the satisfaction we receive from listening to one another and sharing our ideas and beliefs. And now, please join me in reciting our covenant, first in English, then in Spanish. our virtual sanctuary on Zoom. Hi, you guys. We are glad you joined us this morning, and we are pleased to see members, friends, and visitors from near and far. Emerson is an inclusive, progressive spiritual community named for the writer and Unitarian minister, Ralph Waldo Emerson. We've been a bastion of the liberal religious tradition of Unitarian Universalism in the West San Fernando Valley for over 65 years. UUs believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person. We honor the core values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity. We support each other with love and respect on our individual spiritual journeys. We hope you find comfort here. Today, we're enjoying a pre-Thanksgiving service on gratitude. I must admit, there have been events recently that have made me feel the opposite of grateful. More often than I should, I have taken to escaping in books, movies, vast quantities of food and drink to numb those bad feelings. But I've also spent time with my toddler grandchildren, Liam and Peony. And that has reminded me of the tried and true cure for a despairing toddler when another has taken their favorite toy. The distraction of something shiny. Rather than just escaping, I'm determined to focus on my something shiny, like the beauty of nature, the kindness of strangers, and the vast numbers of people who remain committed to building a better and more equitable future for all. For that, I can truly be grateful. It's good to see those of you who are here in person, and we want to extend a warm welcome to those of you joining us online as well. I want to extend a special welcome to those of you who are new here. If you didn't have a chance to sign the guest book, we invite you to do so in the foyer or by following the link in the chat. We hope you will join us for coffee hour after the service in our pavilion behind those doors to your left. And those of you on Zoom can also stick around to chat in breakout rooms for our virtual coffee hour. In a moment, I'm going to invite you to greet your neighbors. If you have a joy or sorrow you would like shared aloud with the congregation later in the service, you can take this time to write it in our Book of Life, located on the table behind the piano, or if you're a Zoomer, write in the online chat. Let us now greet our neighbors in the spirit of welcome. It's good to be together this morning. And now we have our story for all ages from Reverend Chloë.
So this is the first of our gratitude practices this morning. And I invite folks, if you're online with us, to grab a piece of paper and a pen and have that near you. I'm going to start with a little reading that I liked, and it's called A Good Day, and it's by Brother David Seidel Rast. You think this is just another good day in your life. It's not just another day. It's the one day that is given to you today. It is given to you. It is a gift. It's the only gift that you have right now. And the only appropriate response is gratefulness, to be thankful. If you do nothing else but to cultivate that response to the great gift that is this unique day, if you learn to respond as if this were the first day of your life and the very last day, then you will have spent this day very well. So let's begin by opening your eyes. Open your eyes and be surprised that you have eyes to open. That incredible array of colors, maybe you notice them in the chalice here or in the signs in back or outside in the trees, that is constantly offered to us for pure enjoyment. Look at the sky. We so rarely look at the sky. We so rarely note how different it is from moment to moment, with clouds coming and going. Perhaps you notice the blues or the grays or the clouds or even the mist that we got a little bit of yesterday in some places. We just think of the weather. And even the weather, we don't think of all the many nuances, the many varieties of weather. We just think of good weather and bad weather. This day might have unique weather, maybe a kind that will never exactly in that form come again. The formation of the clouds in the sky will never be the same as it is right now. Open your eyes. Look at that. Look at the faces of the people that you meet. Each one has an incredible story behind their face. A story you could never fully know. Not only their own story, but the story of their ancestors. We all go back so far. And in this present moment, on this day, all the people you meet, all that life from generations, from so many places all over the world, flows together and meets you here like life-giving water. If only you open your heart and drink. Open your heart to the incredible gifts that civilization gives you. The incredible gifts that civilization gives us. You flip a switch and there's electric light. You turn on a faucet and there's warm water and cold water and drinkable water. It's a gift that millions and millions in the world still never experience. So there's just a few of an enormous number of gifts for which you can open your heart. And so I wish that you would open your heart to all the blessings and let them flow around you. That everyone who you meet on this day will be blessed by you, just by your eyes, your smile, your touch, just by your presence. Let the gratefulness flow into blessings all around you, and this will be a really good day. So today we embark on a collection of gratitude practices, spiritual practices centering gratitude. A spiritual practice is an activity intended to deepen your relationship with the holy or God or nature or even just the world around us. They are practices that connect us to ourselves, our beloveds, and to the great mystery. Whether you believe in God or not, it can be life-giving to engage in things that connect us, enlighten us, bring us joy, and remind us to appreciate life. Our first practice today is similar to a gratitude journal. Some folks find it enlightening and life-giving to write down regularly what they are grateful for. It might be something they do every day or every week or every month, and it may be during a certain life event that they do it. The world and politics in our country have been so hard for people right now that perhaps this is a good time to start a gratitude journal, an intentional practice of gratitude in ourselves. And so when you came in this morning, Lynn probably handed you a piece of paper. And this is an exercise just for you. So we want you to put in this space what you are grateful for today. We won't be sharing it, so you can keep it personal and to yourself as much as you wish. And if writing doesn't speak to you, you're also welcome to doodle or do whatever else feels good. So we're gonna take a couple minutes and express what are you grateful for today. And if you didn't get a piece of paper, I have extra right here. So you can either go to the back and get it or come up and get one from me. I have pens too. You got one. Charlotte's got it. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed having a moment to write down what you are grateful for. If you would join me for our affirmation. We are Unitarian Universalists, people of open minds, loving hearts, and welcoming hands. Thank you.
We're now going to share the plate. This month, half of your generous offerings are shared with the Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry of California, EUUC. It centers its mission on justice campaigns, including those addressing racial, economic, queer, LGBTQ+, and disability rights. Their work focuses on connecting leaders and communities, empowering the public voice of those who share Unitarian Universalist values and principles. We invite you to see the order of service for ways to donate online. If you would like to write a check today, please put in the memo, share the plate. And now our ushers will gratefully accept your offerings.
Thank you, everyone. And these are the joys and sorrows that were written in the book of life this week. I am very happy that my mother, Joanne, has chosen an excellent independent living facility in Culver City to be her new home. My sister Mary has scheduled and hired movers to do the big move on December 5th, and we are all overjoyed that this is happening. And we have been after envisioning it for so long, and that's from David. All good. Another person writes, "My great joy is to be part of this beloved, loving community that has surrounded us with love and caring during this challenging and truly ridiculous and cartoonish time. I also get to be not burdened with a brain that is too heavy anymore. Holes in the head unite, unite." I'm assuming it's from Barbara. And then from Linda Beth, she writes, "I have mixed feelings. My older brother was just diagnosed as having had a stroke. We are glad that it at least wasn't a brain tumor. So grateful to see Barbara Calvi here looking beautiful as usual." And that's from Renee. "I'm feeling relieved and very grateful that my older sister, who is also having memory problems, is moving into a multi-level retirement place where she already has friends." And that's from Linda Beth. And we're going to look at our virtual book of life. Jane Flowers writes in the book of life, "Joy, I am grateful to Chloe for making time to have coffee with me this week and being such a good listener. Concern, my niece Erica is going through a tough time with anxiety and depression. She has a strong support system, but please keep her in your thoughts." And that's from Jane. And Jim Wallace writes, "My joy is simple, Nicole. She has put up with me for almost 36 years, married now for 32 of them this week. Happy anniversary." And I'm going to ring our singing bell now, and we'll take a moment to speak the names of those who are in our hearts out loud. Another one of our gratitude practices this morning is a meditation from Jack Cornfield. And you're invited to get comfortable, to let yourself sit quietly and at ease. Allow your body to be relaxed and open, your breath natural, and your heart easy. You might close your eyes if that feels good, or lower your gaze. But rest into wherever you are, whether it's a chair here in the sanctuary or someplace at home. Allow wherever you're sitting to hold you. We're going to begin the practice of gratitude by feeling how year after year you have cared for your own life. Now let yourself begin to acknowledge all that has supported you in this caring. With gratitude, I remember the people, animals, plants, insects, creatures of the sky and sea, air and water, fire and earth, all whose joyful blessings come into my life every day. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of 1,000 generations of elders and ancestors who have come before me. I offer my gratitude for the blessings of this earth I have been given. I offer my gratitude for family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for teachings and lessons I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. Just as we are grateful for our own blessings, the things we have blessed ourselves with or found, so can we be grateful for the blessings of others. And so now we shift away from the practice of cultivating gratitude in ourselves to the cultivation of joy. So let's continue to breathe deeply. Perhaps you want to take a deep breath in with me and out. One more time, in and out. And we're going to bring to mind someone you care about, someone it's easy to rejoice for. Picture them and feel the natural joy you have for their well-being, happiness, and success. With each breath, offer them your grateful, heartfelt wishes. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes of your joy and happiness increase. Sense the sympathetic joy that's carried in each phrase. When you feel some degree of natural gratitude for the happiness of this loved one, extend this practice to another person you care about. And I'll repeat those phrases again. To another person you care about. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes of your joy and happiness increase. And then we're going to open our meditation to other loved ones and benefactors. Offer joy for them. And keep letting that feeling grow. And as we extend this out, we might extend it out to people who we're neutral about or even negative. And so I'm going to recite this phrase 3 more times, this collection of phrases, and I invite you to think of perhaps people you're neutral about or even negative, and extend this joy to them too. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes of your joy and happiness increase. Again, maybe changing that person that you're thinking of. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes of your joy and happiness increase. And one final time. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes of your joy and happiness increase. We'll take a couple deep breaths here again, and then we'll release from our meditation. If you need to breathe in with me, breathe in and out. And one more time, in and out. Thank you, everyone. And now welcome our choir up.
Look at the world.
by Alicia R. Ford. I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where will my help come? My help comes from love abundant. My help comes from the hills. My help. My help. It comes from ancient mothers whose hearts beat in mine. It comes from the trees that sway and the breeze that sways them. My help comes from all that was and is and will ever be. I lift my eyes, hushed by the soothing touch of waves caressing wounded shores, wounded souls. I lift my eyes to the horizon bathed by the hum of mothers and mothers' mothers cradling, gently rocking. I lift my voice, call of the sea, trees, sister, moon, mother, earth. My soul weeping, a symphony of life overflowing. I give myself. I too hum through every pore, with every breath. I give myself, an extension of all that is, was, and ever will be. From where does your help come, beloveds? Is it from a person or a practice, a place or an animal? Is it something deep inside of you or something outside of you? You are invited to contemplate this question and then to turn to your neighbor and answer this. We will give you a couple of minutes. And if you are online, you're also invited to share in the chat. Where does your help come from? You should be telling each other. Time to share. I feel helped already. And now we're going to sing together our hymn number 18, What Wondrous Love.
Let's stand.
What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this that brings my heart such bliss and takes away my soul, of my soul, of my soul, and takes away the pain of my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down beneath my sorrow's ground, friends to me gathered round. Oh my soul, friends to me gathered round to my soul. To love and to all friends I will sing, I will sing. To love and to all friends I will sing. To love and to all friends who pain and sorrow mend, with thanks to the end I will sing, I will sing. With thanks unto the end I will sing.
The Reverend Nadia Boltz-Weber, early in her recovery from addiction, describes walking into meetings like Alcoholics Anonymous. She says, "When I first got sober, I remember turning around and just walking out of the recovery meeting if the topic was gratitude. Spending an hour listening to people prattle on about great things in their lives made me want to chew my own hands off," she says. She describes herself as never being the type of person who had those pillows around her house that proclaim things like grateful or blessed. And I'm not that person either. Like Boltz-Weber, I don't keep a gratitude journal, and at different points in my life, I probably could have said thank you more or been less negative and more appreciative of what life has gifted me, of what others were doing for me. The minister and theologian Diana Butler Bass says gratitude is, however, more than just an emotion. Gratitude, however, is more than just an emotion. It is also a disposition that can be chosen and cultivated, an outlook towards life that manifests itself in actions. It is an ethic. I like this idea that gratitude is a disposition to be chosen and cultivated. Perhaps the best example of this was a minister I worked for several years ago. He's now in his 70s and retired, and he was beloved, having served the same church for 35 years. Working for him, I was surprised by his approach to email. Every email got an answer, sometimes with details. Most of the time, it was just a simple, "Thank you so much." It took a bit of getting used to be honest. I was sort of like, oh, he's answering everything I sent him. Sometimes with details, but most of the time it was just that, "Thank you so much." But it made me feel good. It made me feel like he saw everything I sent him. It made me feel like I was appreciated. It made me feel like he was paying attention. His little act of gratitude made a huge difference in how I felt as his employee and even how I view him today. Reverend Ken is a nice guy. He is someone who chooses to cultivate gratitude towards those around him. He taught me to show more gratitude, to take a moment to say thank you to those emails, to take a moment to write a card to someone, to say pointed words of thank you. Nadia Bolz-Weber says that it took her some practice to learn how to show gratitude. It took getting over a defense mechanism, she says, that favored a neutral outlook in life for one that allowed her to be happy, a positive approach. A practice of noticing small things in the world and in God, a practice when she was feeling too self-centered, of noticing and commenting on the gifts and contributions of others. She started actively looking for positive, good things to be grateful for, good things to acknowledge. A practice we are engaging in today, an intentional choice to cultivate gratitude in ourselves. I know that asking us to practice gratitude today might feel a little bit of a stretch. So many of us are still sad and frustrated because of the election, or we may be dealing with the grief and family struggles that come with the holiday season. If anything, perhaps now is when we need to cultivate gratitude more than ever. Brother David Seindel-Rast says that it is gratitude that makes us joyful. If we are to be joyful in this time, if we are to claim our own right to be joyful even in this time, part of that is expressing gratitude. It is acknowledging the help we get, the things we notice and appreciate about each other and this world. It is saying this day is a gift even in dark times. I want to share with you now Nadia Bolz-Weber's list of things she's grateful for. She says this: I am grateful. I am grateful that I am still sober, that my oven is still working, that my dog still likes me, for everything sacred harp singing has brought to my life. I am grateful that my adult children don't mind hanging out with me. I'm grateful for the church I belong to inside the women's prison and the astonishing faith of its members. I'm grateful for having half and half in the fridge when I thought we were out, and that I have a little corner of the internet for my writing and for folks to support me in that. I'm grateful for the remission of my sister's breast cancer, and that I get to be alive at the same time as Dolly Parton. I'm grateful that there are a couple people on this earth who know me completely and still love me completely, and the absolute mystery and grace of that. Beloveds, whether you are someone who has those bright pillows proclaiming gratitude or not, or whether you're good at gratitude or not, it's a practice worth cultivating. It shows others that we see them, that we care, that we love them. It also reminds us to appreciate this life we have been given, to be thankful for this one day that we have been given, maybe even to look at the sky, to be grateful to be alive in this moment, at this time, in this very place. May it be so. This is a reading from Michael Ryan, and it's for John Scoiles. It's called A Thank You Note. My daughter made drawings with the pens you sent, line drawings that suggest the things they represent, different from any drawing she at 10 had done. Closer to real art, implying that what the mind fills in. For her mother, she made a flower, fragile on its stem. For me, a lion, calm and contained, but not a handsome one. She drew a lion for me once before on a get well card and wrote, I must be brave even when it's hard. Such love is healing, as you know, my friend, especially when it comes unbidden from our children, despite the flaws they see so vividly in us. Who can love you as your child does? Your son so ill, the brutal chemo, his looming loss owning you now. Yet you would be this generous to think of my child. With pens you sent, she made, I hope, a healing instrument. And that's called a thank you note. Perhaps one of the more beautiful thank you notes I've seen. And so we are going to move into our last gratitude practice. I love sending cards. I find the act of writing them and signing them and sending them to be an act of love towards my friends and family. So how might a simple thank you note connect you to something greater? I'm not sure if it connects us to God, but I do think it connects us to each other. Something so simple as a thank you note tells the other that they are seen and worthy of gratitude. It is a practice of showing love. So we're going to give you a couple more minutes, and we invite you to write a thank you note to someone. You can pass it on to them, or you can send it. And if you're online today, you might jot down what you would put in a thank you note and then send it later. If you don't know what to write today, you can just take this and maybe think about it. So we'll take a moment to write our thank you notes. And I think Kevin will graciously play under. Thank you, everyone. And I know you might not be finished yet, and maybe you can take it home or finish up after service. We're going to sing our closing hymn, number 110. We give thanks, and you're welcome to rise as you're willing and able. Precious day, we're all gathered here.
For the far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day. Let's do it one more time. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day, for this gathered here and thus far away, for this time we share with love and care. Oh, we give thanks for this precious day.
You're invited to grab on to someone next to you if you'd like, or give yourself a hug, whatever feels good. I'll give you a second to do that. Yeah. It is not joy that makes us grateful. It is gratitude that makes us joyful. Especially in these dark times, we need gratitude more than ever. May we cultivate it. Go and be blessed. Amen.